Commissioner, we've got a form, so I'm gonna call this meeting order for a workshop session. And, first on the list will be Alicia Farmer.
So I'm kind of here to go over the Appalachian Care Department of Defense. I put this there at every one of your table, plus I think you've had it in your mailbox for a week or so too, that you may have seen already. We are collaborating in conjunction with the U.S. Army and the Department of Defense. Several others that's listed there is who else we're working with. And going to provide a 2-week medical mission in Cherokee County and then Swain County. Our transit facilities will be operating, transporting people into one direction or the other. I think they're still working as deciding where would be the easiest for them to get in and out of based on the days, and we're going to try to inform them of that where people won't have to wait so long. In Cherokee County, the health department from here, I am the coordinator over the registration for the Prince building that's going to be operated in Andrews. There will also be dental services provided at the Enslow building over in Tri-County College at Peachtree, and veterinarian services for small animals at that area also. In the Prince building in Andrews, we will be providing primary care, optometry, and healthy living classes on a daily basis, which is just classes, but the primary care is basically, and all services are for anybody. So anybody that wants to walk up and request services will be provided an opportunity for that. They will be doing 300 armbands per day for the services at each site. So the first 300 that walks up and gets that armband, and some, there'll be an armband for the primary care and one for optometry at the Prince building. So you can get 2 of those bracelets at once if you're wanting both services. Like I said, it'll be 300 people per day. Once those 300 armbands are handed out, then that's it for the day. You'd have to come back the next day to be able to try to get in line to be able to have services for that time period. There is, again, no questions based on income, no questions based on insurance, anything like that. There will be registration cards that they'll fill out when they come up. Those registration cards, of course, will go with them through the facility. They will be getting medical information provided on their own cards, and that medical record will be given to that patient when they leave. We will have people also there to help them if they need follow-up services, to be able to help them, find any type of services with their, whatever county they're from, to be able to help with that. And we've compiled a list of resources for medical and dental and any other type of services that we're providing to be able to help people out with that. They're going to, volunteers are a high thing. We're going to actually be doing training for volunteers tomorrow at Andrews. For the initial phase of that, it's going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning at the community building in Andrews. And then, of course, we'll also be starting at 7:15 every morning doing on-time training. So it'll be right then and there that we'll train people also. But hopefully we'll have most everybody with a major training ahead of time with the training that we're having tomorrow.
How long is that?
It's 9 to 11.
In the morning?
The medical, they will be, the Army is providing all, pretty much the doctors, the dentists, the optometrists, the psychiatrists, the veterinarian services. They're providing all the disciplines for that, including mostly for the nurses. We're going to probably have from the health department anywhere from 2 to 6 people per day that'll go. Most of the time it'll probably be 3. Best we can spare out with our staffing as low as it is right now. So we will be providing that. Cherokee County Health Department will be working with us on the clinical side of the Prince building in Andrews, and then Clay County Health Department will be handling the dental facility and all the services at the Peachtree office. And then Swain County Health Department will be, of course, handling all the Bryson City the services that will be provided. This kind of gives a full rundown of what options will be available. Optometry includes everything but contact lens. So you will be able to get glasses. That will mean coming back. Of course, they can't make glasses in the same day. They will take them, but they will have a full facility, lab set up to be able to make glasses for people at that time. And so, any questions? I'm not telling them questions. very good service. Raymond's leading our mission.
Is this a one-time deal or is it a program of the probably continuing?
No, it's a one-time deal. They chose us as a rural area in the United States. A lot of times they don't do these in the United States. And they have done, a couple others. I think Tennessee last year maybe was the last one that they did that was in the United States. So they normally do them in other countries. But they have chose West North Carolina as a rural needed area for medical facilities and dental facilities. Office of Rural Health is another big part of this, so we're very pleased to be collaborating with them on that. It seems to be that it will be a very good service. I hope that people were able to get the word out and people understand what truly they can receive through this facility and these services, and will come out to be seen.
How many days you say, Lee?
It runs from the first Monday in June through the second Thursday. And they will be sending out some information. There'll be a VIP day, and all of you will be getting invitations on that. And they've actually changed that day is going to be on Friday, June the 6th. Is that Friday? It's Friday that week. I think that's the 6th.
Six, yeah.
So it will be a VIP day that it should be, from what I understand, that people from Washington to all the state individuals all come in for that day to see what's going on.
The armbands will be issued in Andrews.
I'm sorry?
The armbands will be given in Andrews
Yes,
at the clinic at the Prince Building
yes.
for the people probably from this county. So the people from this county who want to go, are they going to be calling transit, or is there going to be a pickup place? How is that going to be coordinated?
Juanita is working on coordinating that. I don't know that she has an exact place yet or how that's gonna be. The number for all the transits are on this card, and that is what they do, is they'll contact the transit for that. And I'm sure she's gonna have a van full at a time that goes, and then she'll bring a van after the first trip, would be bringing people back. That goes through and then comes back. They expect thousands a day, so they're expecting the first 300 armbands to be given out as we start giving them out at 7:30.
So if we had people from this county who wanted to go sooner than the van could get there, they could actually drive.
They can, they'll be parking and then shuttles for parking.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Can this be put in the local paper? Or
Yeah,
how?
this whole brochure was in last week's paper.
Okay. Are we gonna run it again?
Yeah, I hope they will. I hope they'll run it all the way until we get through
Yeah.
the mission. But yeah, they actually printed, I was really impressed, they printed the entire pack brochure for us. Lisa's got it too, so
Now, tomorrow's your only day of training until we get there on
it is.
or we got budget meeting.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
Yeah, you,
It's Dina Collins that works for Murphy Medical. I can get you her phone number. You can get in touch with her and she can get you all the information ahead of time.
okay, that'd be good.
You can probably just call Murphy Medical and ask for Dina Collins and she'll get you in touch with you. I may have her information here. No, I just have all the registration packet. Yeah, I have everything. I got maps and everything else, so. If you know of anywhere that you think we need to put these brochures, hang these brochures or anything like that, please let us know, we'll put them out. I know we've sent them out on major listservs and put them out to, a lot of people in the county that can hand them out to after-school programs, to the Department of Social Services, to the Health Department, to our dental. We did a free dental clinic last Friday and we handed them out there to people that couldn't get all the services they needed then. Trying to hand them out where we can.
Leaving with the veterans office too.
Okay.
Thank you, Lisa.
Got it. Got it. All right, any other questions? Very good, thank you. Go play ball.
All right, so good luck.
Hope you win.
Thank you. Me too. Yeah.
the team had asked to have this date reserved, and they called last week and they were not ready to be able to present to the Board of Commissioners just due to the information that's coming through on the transportation plan and trying to get all the feedback from the regional vision and the summit and things like that. So they're going to want to reschedule to present to the Board of Commissioners perhaps next month. And so I'm still waiting on confirmation on that. Everyone may know we had the summit last week before, in Cherokee, and about 225 people from the region were there, and it was a very informative event, and we're waiting to see what's going to come out of our 3 plans that are designated for Graham County, where the region as a whole is one of them. Then you have the comprehensive plan for Graham County and the transportation plan, which the transportation plan is developing, and we're making sure that the information that we gathered from the people, the citizens of Graham County, is accurately presented within that document and with the regional plan as well. So it's that's keeping us busy. For sure.
Did you get any news in Sylvan?
Well, so it's that was a meeting on today, talking about the state developing a transportation plan for the corridors as they try to decide what's going forward. I will say that there was a lot of color on the map, Asheville East. It was no surprise, to be honest with you. But and there was very little consideration to transportation needs in western North Carolina, and so it was. There were no answers, but they certainly heard from Graham County, and there was a lady there from Clay County. They heard from her. We asked them some pretty tough questions that they didn't have any answers for, and it just seems rather interesting that all of these counties across the state of North Carolina are asked to develop, and DOT is funding in large part these individual comprehensive transportation plans. But none of that is being considered in the state's overall objectives for transportation planning in North Carolina. So, yes. More to come.
And what's bad news?
Huh?
What's the bad news?
What's the bad news?
I'm kidding. That's probably it.
Well, it's rather interesting that whenever they develop the goals for their comprehensive planning strategy, they include faster, more efficient highway systems, safety, economic development, economic prosperity, and there was another one, but all of our needs in western North Carolina, not only in Graham and Cherokee County, but in other areas like Clay County, are not, they fit the need of what those goals represent, but there's no consideration.
The other one, I believe, was preserving St. View.
Well, that was from the summit, and they didn't have that as one of their goals, and the state plan was the preservation of scenic beauty. But at the summit, and I drew some questions to the consultants in regards to that particular question, and the question was in developing highway projects, what do you feel is the most important. And the first one was developing highway systems that fit within the scenic beauty of the area. The second one was roads that are efficient. The third one was roads that were safe. And the fourth one was roads that are fast. And I just was wondering if it was too much to ask if roads were safe, efficient, and fast. Or did we have to choose one? And it put a, you know,
One of my questions would be to adequately safe. It's hard to ride a motorcycle or bicycle near the Ashland Hospital.
that's right. I mean, you would think that roads,
And this comprehensive plan are setting up, they want to build, we've got the road for motorcycles. Quickly, that's what they like.
absolutely,
And I've never seen anybody rescued on a bicycle yet. I've seen one picked up
right.
and wrecked. I've never seen nobody hauled out here behind a buggy and a bicycle with dogs. Have you seen?
Never saw anything on down the trails.
They're on the trail, not on the
it?
road.
It's right.
They've got bike trails over at Fontana Village and then never saw it. They break way back in. Broke collarbones usually.
So, but it's an ongoing process, and it's something that we're having to constantly read new draft revisions and making sure that the information that is being presented is in accordance to what the public input from Graham County was. And so, you know, you're reading 3 different documents. One of them is, you know, it's got a lot of information on that. You got to make sure that you're not being put into painted into a box that is, you know, going to have future ramifications. Because in today's world and in today's transportation planning and any kind of planning, the way that is worded is going to have a definite impact on what the future outcome of that project is. And, you know, you want to be as broad as you can be, and you certainly don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to overcome things up front. So, it's a lot to decide.
Well, let me ask you something, Craig.
Yes, sir.
At the bottom of the hill there where upper Sawyer Creek and lower Sawyer Creek, where Jeff Cave corner there, they cut the trees out of there so people could see go out that intersection.
Yes, sir.
There's been 2 wrecks go down in that hole. That's a long way down in that hole.
It is.
You think you'll ever put guardrails up there?
Well, I think that is something that needs to have a lot of consideration, because you're exactly right. I mean, it's a pretty good drop off in there. And honestly, I don't know, did DOT cut those trees?
Yeah.
Did they? I didn't know.
That's people could complain about going out of Old Sawyer Street.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I live on.
But those went in there, they cut the trees.
That's right.
There's 2 went in there.
Yeah, too.
Yeah.
Lady went in there and she come crawling up on the road. And I mean,
When it rains, it is a bad place when it rains, because
they desperately need a guardrail.
you can hydroplane real quick right there. I mean, I've lived here 20 years now, and I know, I tell my wife, I said, every time you come down that hill, you be light on the gas, but you're gonna take off.
Well, that's one of the, you're exactly right, it needs a guardrail. But you know, the banking of that turn allows for a lot of people to be able to go at a higher speed, and they don't realize that whenever they get down there, No, the lake's not there.
I know, but water stands in that. spot,
Yeah,
right?
yes, there's water and it gets a little slippery right there,
I've
so.
seen one sitting on top of it one time, come another way.
So it's, there's a lot of traffic coming through there now.
If it's rainy and real dark, approaching it from the gap or going down to it, it looks deceiving. Because the road turned down Sawyer's Creek, it's wide there, and nothing to really look at. When the trees were there, they were buffered, but you could see, you could dodge it, stay in the road. But now you come down there, and then especially if it's raining and real dark, you're just out to take that center of the
That's
line.
true. How far would you say that is, that they would need guardrails? I'd say 50, 80 yards.
Yeah, I'd say it's 75 to 100 yards at least to come around through there, you know, and then turn back in, so.
Now, that would be down, so,
No, it'd be right there on 28,
you're right there on 28.
just along 28,
I
right
thought
there.
they had some.
It's between where you turn down Lower Sawyer's Creek and where you turn down, go back up Sawyer's
On
Creek.
the lower side.
Yeah.
They not guardrails there, I thought they was guardrails.
There was trees.
It did have some cut it up.
Which, I mean, cutting the trees out helped the visibility, because whenever I come from Lower
Yeah,
Tuskegee.
but the only problem was before the trees, if you went off the road, the trees. were
Yeah, you had
on the side.
something there to stop you.
Yeah.
Break your fall, right?
You're going to the bottom now.
And, but I mean, as far as visibility goes, you know, it did open that up.
It did.
But you're right, it does need something.
Bad thing about it, that's my fishing hole up right there.
You and I can't go down there and crawl out
Oh,
anymore.
I was in there Saturday. But it's full of brush.
Greg, why don't you call the state
I will.
and tell the people lives over there complaining, we'd like to have guardrails for the thing.
I
And
most
you might be
certainly
able
will.
to get, reports on those accidents. Take some time.
They do everything else to don't need, so maybe we can get something to do.
You never know.
Yes, they. I've never seen nothing like that paid. Well, they patched last year, now they patched this year down in Socoa. Are they gonna repave 28? Yeah, they repaved it from the gap. Okay. It's done finished. After it cost me about $1,000.
Take a truck back.
I think they're, now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think they're gonna put another layer of asphalt on top of what they did.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
You know, last year, the past year, patched there, they came back this year and did the same thing.
I'm thinking they ain't gonna leave that line.
Lord, it's good, that's all, man, same thing.
It's, have you seen the yellow line?
I'll see.
It's,
They raised the drum, or
Get my two-year out there.
in my younger days, I used to drink a lot. I'm gonna tell you, them boys drink a lot more than I did.
yeah, they did,
That one straight there, you look, and goes out there like that, and I'm like,
My straight.
I will look into that tomorrow.
you're a good man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for bringing me that. Anybody else got any